Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, put the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California, The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Got an open man. It's Washington. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Michel. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Locke. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
29.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, Jacobs takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
734. Hey, orbit. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 45, 45, 45.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Down, 180, 29. What is it?
Throwing his car on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a first down throw, Locke. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Check 15, check 15.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ty Johnson. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr gives to Rashard. And an alley to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut. 25, check 25. 9.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Down. 185. Let's put that team on the puck. Slant. Later 8. Check Nick. You draw Corkers.
To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
Single. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Raiders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Down. 180. We own them. He gets. Two strike chief. Hey, Raider 2. Hey, Delta.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get that quarterback and all come.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, 734. Later one.
Here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
4th down and less than a yard.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Play action. It's locked. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Luck. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Tight dog. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twitch.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, Richard. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Just like that. Just like that. Check. Lucky.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Richard, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that. Hey, 734. You got that.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Michelle. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, me and you all day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Richard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Carr. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the toss, here's Michelle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing his luck. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Around the NFL third quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start the drive with Connor, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's a give to Richard. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Come on. 93.
Buzz.
You ain't got nothing.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Stop right there. Three down.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike, 4.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for two.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Lott. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ty Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He'll
look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48 and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And it's Michel once again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
And the Steelers first down.
Now Luck. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him there. Find him. Find him.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a clutch.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road